Going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? Oh, man. What we got here tonight? Or today? Yeah, can I? All right. What's going on? What's going on? All right. Let's get to this interesting topic tonight. Or today. Depending on where you are. What we have here? Let's put all right. That's that. What's going on, Ashley Elizabeth? How you doing, sister? It's all good. What's going on? What's going on? All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started because, I have to upload this on YouTube also. So, it's not only for Instagram Live. So, I'm going to go ahead and start to do this. Good to see you, Ashley Elizabeth, as always. For everybody else out there that's going to be seeing this, going on, Mr. Anson. Or Ankin, however you pronounce that. What's going on? It's all good. Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. This is called Diversity Outspoken. And we do this every Wednesday at 9 o'clock p.m. That is United States Eastern Time Zone. And every Sunday, 9 o'clock p.m. That is United States Eastern Time Zone. Likely, we go on live, of course, everywhere else at the same time. So, if you're over in China like I am... Over here, it is a.m. It is 9 o'clock a.m. over here. And so it is Monday, 9 o'clock a.m. over here. And that would also be then, instead of Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. United States time, that would be Thursday, 9 o'clock a.m. That would be Chinese time, China time, right? Where we are right now. So, appreciate it, man. Last time we were here, we spoke about, what did we speak about? We spoke about tips to success. Tips to success. What's going on, Yvonne or Ivan? We spoke about tips to success. That was part one. We will do part two of tips to success next time. I do want to say, for all of you guys that are watching this right now on Instagram Live, it will be uploaded on YouTube later. For Instagram Live, for you guys that are watching me on Instagram Live, you want to subscribe to my YouTube. Definitely want to subscribe to my YouTube. I put a lot of things there first. So to subscribe to the YouTube, all you have to do is go to my Instagram bio page. It's the easiest way. My Instagram page is at anti_imperial. That's at anti_imperial. My YouTube is Anti-Imperial, which is a space in between anti, Imperial, IMPERIAL, which is a space in between. But the easiest way to subscribe to my YouTube, for those of you on Instagram, is to go to my YouTube bio page. My Instagram bio page. We all have an Instagram bio page, an IG bio page. And in that Instagram bio page, we all have that one line. That is the one line we get for a link. And that link will always be my latest video. My name is Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. That is my artist name, Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the Chill. That is 3 names because I have multiple personalities, right? Dogg is like the sexually explicit one. He's kind of crazy and things like that. Anti-Imperial. What's going on? What's going on? We got Yvonne. We got Weed with Coffee 420. What's going on? Dogg is like the sexually explicit kind of crazy clown guy. Anti-Imperial is much more serious. Anti-Imperial is the one that's all about history and politics, social issues and things like that. That is Anti-Imperial. Religion and upliftment and things like that. Education, that's Anti-Imperial. And the last name is the Chill, and the Chill is a hopeless romantic, right? The Chill is a hopeless romantic. So, what's going on? What's going on, dope music? How you doing? How you doing? So, so go to my Instagram bio page and you will see my latest video there, and you can always click that video. Interstellar Traveler, what's going on, beautiful sister? How you doing? You can always click that video there, and that is my latest video. And from that video, you can subscribe to my YouTube. If you click the video and then hit the subscribe button, that's how that goes. So, also every day I upload. What's going on? What's going on? Interstellar Traveler Superstar 617. What's going on? What's going on? Who's that? Lada Womp. What's going on? 7231. That's all that counts. 7231. Interstellar Traveler hanging with the fam. Peace to the fam. It's all good. Peace to the fam. Also, every day, you guys can go ahead and check out. I do daily historical posts. I do those every day if you guys would get bored and you want to look and see what happened on that day back in history, various times in history, going back hundreds, tens, sometimes thousands of years. You can go ahead and look at my Instagram page and my Instagram posts. I post those every day between about 12 in the afternoon and about 3 in the afternoon, United States Eastern Time Zone. And I post those on my story also anytime around like 4:30 until about 6:30, maybe 7 on my Instagram story. Make sure you guys always look at my Instagram stories, you guys, because I have all different things going on there than I have going on in my Instagram posts. There's like two different, I always try to have like two different type of storylines going on at the same time. So for example, now, if you look at my Instagram posts, all my posts have been around Asian eloquence. My latest video, Asian eloquence. All my posts are like around what I'm doing here in China. All my posts are around different things. Like you see all the Asian inspired posts I do with me and my sidekick Athena, Caribbean Curls _ is her IG name. But you see all the posts I'm doing there, all of us in our Asian clothes and things like that. That's all about Asian eloquence, which is my latest video. That's in the post on Instagram. But in the story on Instagram, if you've been looking at my story today, you'll see that I'm breaking down the lyrics of my last single, or my other current single, May I Can I? May I Can I? You'll see I'm breaking down the lyrics on that on my story. So the post is a different thing going on than the story. It's a whole different thing going on. Remember last time we were on here, remember I said that, which I'm sticking to it, I'm not changing anything, but remember I said there were a lot of people that have been in my DMs and they've been asking me, Anti-Imperial, will you speak about current issues or gossip issues? And they were like, because we want to know your take on these things. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it through Diversity Outspoken, which I am not going to do, you guys. I am not going to do it through Diversity Outspoken. Just because, remember, I broke down everything to you guys. I want Diversity Outspoken to be all about education and things like that. And I want Diversity Outspoken to be just free of, you guys come here, I want you to be free of gossip and free of like current issues and things like that. I want you guys to come here to Diversity Outspoken for like an escape, from just like everything else that's going on in the news and around. After we did that last Diversity Outspoken episode, because you guys understand, once we do our Diversity Outspoken episodes here on Instagram Live, what's going on, Brown Sugar Wade? It exists for 24 hours. The beautiful jewel. It exists for 24 hours up by my story, right? Because up by your story, Instagram at the very top, you have the stories. Everybody gets a little circle. Where's the story? It's your little story, right? Your little icon. It's your little story. Up there, all the lives are saved up there, so you can go back and look at it again after we're finished here for up to 24 hours. So until tomorrow, 9:00 p.m. for United States, or tomorrow 9:00 a.m. for those over here in Asia and China and things like that, you can go to my Instagram story, and up there you can see my Instagram Live for another 24 hours after we're done here. So basically what happened was, a bunch of people, I guess, went and watched it later when it was saved to the Instagram story aspect up at the top of the Instagram page. And they came back and I got more DMs about, but we really want to hear your view because, and look, I'll admit, right, that like if I was to take up, what's going on, Leonard Torres? If I was to take up, talking about current issues or talking about gossip things or things like that, current events and things like that, I know I wouldn't do it like everybody else would, only because I would try to look at it from an educational point of view and try to understand the psychology behind why somebody would do something that they were doing, or the psychology or the social aspect of why a person acts the way that they act, right? Why all of these reality TV individuals act the way they act, or these people in the news, or things like that. So this is what I decided to do. I'm always trying to compromise. So like I said, I'm not going back on my word. Current events and things like that, gossip items will not be discussed here on Diversity Outspoken. It will not going to do it. What I will do, for all of you guys that will watch this later or watching this now, what's going on, sweetest candy kisses? How you doing? What I will do, though, I'm going to start doing a different thing called In My Mind. It will not interfere with Diversity Outspoken. Diversity Outspoken will always be Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. All right? That is Diversity Outspoken. It's not going to change. We're going to continue to do the things that we're doing here. What I am going to do, though, is whenever something comes up that's like breaking news or current events or things like that I want to talk about, I will hop on Instagram Live, and I can't even give you a time of when this is going to happen, because it will be randomly whenever something pops in my mind or I hear some news or something going on. I will hop on Instagram Live. I will hop on Instagram Live, and what I will do is I will record, like the same way I'm doing right now with Diversity Outspoken. I'll record my ideas and record what I think about whatever current event or gossip item is currently happening at that particular time, and I will release that the same way I do with Diversity Outspoken. I'll upload it on YouTube like right away, probably much quicker than I do Diversity Outspoken. But I will call that, instead of Diversity Outspoken, that will be called In My Mind. I think that's what you're asking, Interstellar Traveler. What do you mean by In My Mind? Because that will be what's going on in my mind, like what I'm thinking about when it comes to that particular gossip item or that particular current event for that day. If that makes sense, right? So it will be called In My Mind, okay? In My Mind. That will be the gossip current event aspect of what this is, okay? It will be called In My Mind. That's different. Here, though, it is Diversity Outspoken. And we call this Diversity Outspoken because we speak about a diverse range of topics, and we are outspoken about those topics. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Who's that? Who's that? Sonia? Who's that? Narong? And what's going on? Instead of Travel, I appreciate that. I'm trying to make sense. You know I'm crazy, sister, right? So I'm trying to make sense. But Diversity Outspoken will be all about education and much more serious. And then In My Mind will be more about gossipy and more current events and more, I don't know, trashy stuff, I guess. But like I said, even within my mind, I'll try to take a educational and psychological approach on what I see there. So that's what it is. You know, sister. What's going on, Emma? How you doing, sister? What's going on? It's all good. Yes. Remember last time, you guys? And oh, by the way, the historical post today was pretty good. If you guys remember. The Vampire in Brooklyn. Eddie Murphy was crazy. Remember who was Kadeem Hardison, the guy who was Dwayne Wade? Then his body parts kept breaking off throughout the whole movie on Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh man, I think it's the hair. You know, if people have long hair, I guess we just look like in a slick back, right? I have it pulled back in, and you know, having my two braids that I be braiding. So it's all good. That's probably why I remind you of Vampire in Brooklyn. A black guy with long hair, right? It is what it is. But yeah, Kadeem Hardison, his body parts kept breaking off. He kept falling apart. Oh, Eddie, let me tell you something about Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is, I'm good, Emma, thank you very much, sister. Eddie Murphy, when it comes to what they call character acting, Eddie Murphy, I don't think there's anybody better than Eddie Murphy. I'm trying to think right now as I'm saying this. I don't think there's nobody better than Eddie Murphy, because he can, I mean, Martin, I guess, Martin was really good on Martin the Show, right? Martin the Show, Martin was good. It was Martin, Jerome, Shanae, Thank you, Emma. I appreciate it, sister. Martin, Jerome, Shanae, the security guard. I forgot the security guard's name. The little boy. Remember Martin used to be the little snotty-nosed boy, too? It was Martin, Jerome, Shanae, the security guard, the little boy. I think that was about it. But Martin was good with that, with character acting with in the show. But as far as the movie goes, I don't think anybody is as good as Eddie Murphy. I mean, just what he can do. I mean, whether you're talking about the clumps, right? Whether you're talking about Coming to America, like he was so many different people. And Coming to America is so funny. I haven't seen that in such a long time either, but Coming to America is so funny, man. It's so funny, right? But Eddie Murphy definitely is one of the best character actors. It's all good. Eddie Murphy's a trip. But yeah, definitely. So yeah, Superstar 617, Martin, me and her share that Martin love, right? Martin is a trip. But definitely Eddie Murphy is the best. Man, but you know, on our diversity, on my diversity outspoken, on my daily historical post today, we had some good ones, right? We had In God We Trust. Today was the first time officially that In God We Trust was seen on U.S. dollar bills. Now it's just, it's seen all over the place, right? On those U.S. dollar bills. What did we have? We had, what else did we have? We had the CD player. We had the CD player. See, I think I have my notes over here. We had the CD player. Today was the day the CD player came out. Who remembers CDs? Some of us are like, man, we still use CDs. It's all good. But man, CDs, right? It's funny because they kept getting smaller, right? So like, record player, first it was the record player, right? And records were huge, these big round things, right? But there's nothing like the sound of a record player, right? And then you have tapes, you had cassette tapes, and then they made all the little, remember they started making the drawers for the cassette tapes. You can start putting your tapes in all the different little slots in like a drawer or something like that. You had things you could carry around with the cassette tapes, right? Then they had CDs, and we thought we were like, man, CDs, boy. Yeah, man, I remember, yep. Unlimited access to music and movies. I know, right? It was crazy. CDs, man. Interstellar Traveler. I feel you, sister. I feel you. But CDs, man, they were like so small and thin, you know what I mean? That it was like, oh man, like you have all the time in the world. Remember you could get the CD books, and you could, like the black ones, and it had the slots on both sides of the page. You flip the page and it had slots, and flip the page and it had slots, right? And then, man, but I know, right? It's still a traveler, right? Rewinding the tapes took a long time. You got to rewind to get back to your song. And if you didn't have one of those, things, those like cassette players that would stop. If you had money, if you had money, see, I ain't have no money growing up, but if somebody had money, then you could get the type of cassette player, the tape player, that when you rewind it would stop as soon as it got to the beginning of the song again, so you could listen to your song again. But man, I ain't have no money, y'all. So if you ain't have no money like me, you had to keep stopping the tape and playing it, trying to get it back to the beginning. Like, I think it's been long enough. Oh no, I gotta rewind it a little bit more. Stop, play. Oh no, it's almost there. Right? What's going on, Erica? How you doing? So man, yeah, but then CDs, man, you could just go right to the beginning of a song, skip over a song. That was a beautiful thing. But man, you know what's missing? Even though now you have easier access to music, right? Because you can go right on YouTube or right on whatever. What's going on? Nostalgia, definitely Interstellar Traveler. What's going on, True? How you doing? True 57, how you doing? But definitely, man. But you know what's missing though? Even though music is, like I said, music is easier access now. Robbie Joe, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? Even though music is like easier, what's going on, Swervo? What's going on? Even though music is like easier to access now, what I do though miss, right? What I do though miss is Swervo, the one and only. You already know what it is. What I do miss though is when you did back in the days get a CD. First of all, you really had to like somebody to go get their music, right? Because you had to get up off your ass, right? Unless you ordered it through the mail, which took too long. Because when you hear something, which is the beauty about music today, the beauty about music today is that when you hear something, you can just listen right away. Or if you hear it like, oh, so-and-so has a new song out, you can go and just, boom, YouTube, right? And you can hear it right away. You don't have to wait for 10 seconds. You know what I mean? And you can bring it right up. Where back in the days with CDs, you'd be like, oh, so-and-so has a new album out. You have to get up. You have to get up. What's going on, Claudio? How you doing, my brother? It's all good. But you would have to get up. You would have to go to the store, right? And then you would have to pick up what you're looking for. And you really had to show that you like somebody because you only had like a significant amount of, or a certain amount of money, right? A certain amount of money. So you would have to decide like, damn, man, like, do I want this person or do I want this person? So if people really like went like back then, right? Really like sold like platinum or multi-platinum, that's because people really, really liked them. Because people had to get up off their ass, get in the car, go to the record store, you know what I'm saying, pay their money, buy the CD. So that took real dedication. So you really had to like somebody back then. That's when you knew you had real fans back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different now. But like I said, music now you can get in an easier way, in a much easier fashion, right? So that's what it is, man. In my mind, you guys, definitely going to be starting that up. And I'll be starting it up really soon. So definitely look out for that. Remember last time we were on here, well, before we go into that, you guys all know, you remember buying your first CD, you definitely had to sacrifice, right? Before we go into anything else, you guys, remember while we're on here, which is not going to be a long episode, but while we're on here, you guys, always remember that the number one thing is to respect one another. Lyles Leonard, 67, what's going on, my brother? It's all good. Always remember to respect one another, okay? Respect one another. That's the one and only thing. That is my one and only rule while we are here. Remember that you can disagree with me, which tonight, I'm about to bring up something which I'm sure a lot of people may disagree with me about. I'm waiting for the disagreements, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. But besides that, you guys, whether you disagree with me, agree with me, disagree with each other, always remember to respect one another. I don't want to have to block you or anything like that. And Interstellar Traveler, just a little side note between me and you, that individual is blocked forever. So that's what that is. That other individual who, is causing problems. he's blocked forever. So we're all here. We're all love. And I do not want to have to block anybody else. So make sure that you remain respectful, please. Samantha, how are you doing, Samantha? What is going on? Definitely. Right? Let's get to it, people. So tonight, you guys, or today, for us over here, today, this is what we're going to do. Instead of the tips to success, which we will continue the tips to success next time. The reason why I'm not doing part 2 of the tips to success, really? My hair is on point, Lyles. I appreciate that, Lyles. And I work hard for that. But look, it's kind of stringy out here, though. You see that? I got to braid it over, man. Look, I got to shave anyway, Lyles. Look, hold up. If you look, all right. See that? Look, you see? It's not clean the way it usually is. It's been hard, people. It's been hard, people. It's been hard, right? It's been hard. But it's all good, people. I'm crazy right now. I'm looking crazy right now. But I'm trying to get it together for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it together for y'all. But those tips to success, we will definitely continue those, you guys. Just remember what I talked about last time. Remember what I went through last time. We were talking about our tips to success in part 1. I will review those next time, but the reason why I'm not continuing with our tips to success on this particular Diversity Outspoken episode is because I knew I was going to do the little housekeeping with the in my mind, and I was going to talk about a couple other things, right? So that's the reason why I didn't continue with the tips to success. But definitely on our next Diversity Outspoken episode, we will do part 2 for my tips to success, right? So make sure you guys tune in for the next one. And remember, these are every Sunday and Wednesday, 9 o'clock p.m. United States Eastern Time Zone. For us over here, right, Emma? For us over here in China and Asia. Emma's in Malaysia. I'm in China right now. It is 9 o'clock a.m. And that will be for us. For us, it will be Mondays and Thursdays, 9 o'clock a.m. because we are 12 hours ahead of you guys over there in the United States Eastern Time Zone. So, for example, right now over there in the U.S., it is like 9:25, 9:30 p.m. Sunday night. For us over here, it is 9:30 a.m. Monday morning. See how that goes? That's the way we do it, right? So, but for you guys over there, definitely tune in Wednesdays, Sundays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Now, before we end, let's get into tonight's thing. So this is what I want to talk about tonight. A couple of things. First of all, you guys, do not, and this is going to be the first one, is going to be real quick, and the second one, it might be controversial, but it's okay. First of all, do not give people money online. Do not give people money over the internet, people, okay? Do not give people money over Instagram. Do not give people money over social media. What's going on, Adam Morris? How you doing, my brother? It's all good. Do not give people money, okay? Do not do that. I've been on Instagram probably like maybe 8 months, I think, or something like that. And you will always going on, Robert. How you doing, Robert? It's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robert the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all good. But do not, you guys. I've been on here like 8 months or something like that, and you'll always get people that say different things, and they want to give money for this and give money for for that. Do not give people money on social media. I will go into that deeper another time. I will break that down. That is part of my tips to success when it comes to social media and tips to success and different things like that about being consistent. And that is part of my notes for my not do's, right? My do not do notes. That's in my do not do notes, okay? So we'll cover that more next time. But I just wanted to say that, Emma, I love you, sister. I love you, beautiful Jules. Scammers, yes. There are... Almost everybody on Instagram is a scammer if they ask you for money. I do music, okay? No musician should ever ask you for money to support them or anything like that. You know how you can support us? You support us by, if you like our music, can I? Is in my Instagram stories today, right? And Asian Eloquence is on my bio page in my link. But if you like the music, you guys, that was a shameless plug. Ding. But if you like the music, you guys, stream it, right? You can pay 99 cents and get the song off iTunes if you still do iTunes. Go to YouTube and listen to it, okay? That's how you support us. Nobody should be asking you for money, okay? Do not give any money ever through social media. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. All right? Don't do it. Now, before we get out of here, man, this is what I want to talk about. Yes, if you are an actor, you shouldn't have to ask. If you are a model, you shouldn't have to ask. Nobody should be asking you for money. And if they do, don't give it, okay? Don't give it. Don't give any money online, man. Don't be giving nobody no money, man. They're all scammers, okay? They're all scammers. Be careful with that, you guys. Don't want y'all to lose your money. All right. So this is what I'm going to talk about right now. It's only going to take probably like another 10 minutes, you guys. And a lot of people, it may be things that people kind of, agree with, disagree with. What's going on, Maria Garcia, 7017? But this is something that, so I got a couple of DMs, because you know me, you guys. When I'm on here, I'm always like, hey, I'm respectful towards everybody, whether, somebody's religious, somebody's not religious, whether you're black, white, Asian, Native American, Latino, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? doesn't matter to me. European doesn't matter to me. Like I'm for equality for everybody, gay, straight, transsexual. You guys know how I am. Bisexual, for everybody. You guys know how I am. It's no secret, right? If you follow me or anything, if you see that, I say it all the time. If you're on these Diversity Outspoken episodes, I say it all the time. So I'm always open to anything, and it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you bring to me, whether I agree with it or not, or disagree with it, I always try to put myself in the other person's shoes, and I always look at everything through an educational lens. I always try to see the educational aspect of it. So whether it's what's going on, Popo Marcos? So whether it's unsuccessful, right? Fake actors, singers, investors, traders, exactly, right? But what's going on, Toya Shinique? But whatever it is, you guys, excuse me, whatever it is, I always try to look at the educational aspect, right? So even if like I get a lot of DMs about like sex and things like that, and I never answer back or try to answer back things from like a sexual point of view, if that makes sense. I try to answer it back through like an educational lens, even if it's about sex, sexuality, or different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I got a DM by somebody recently, and what they were saying was, I'm trying to remember exactly what they said, but it's not. I can paraphrase. They were basically saying this. They were saying that it was a woman, and she was like, hey, she was like, I have a friend who is transsexual. The woman was saying, yeah, I understood you. I believe I understood Interstellar Traveler. It's all good. That is good. That is good. Love you, Interstellar Traveler. And look, beautiful Jewel agreed with Emma. Definitely. But she has a friend, and so she's like she has to be like 30 something years old, I would think. And she has a friend who's a transsexual, and this transsexual, one of those, and this individual is like a transsexual model. Okay, so like a pretty transsexual, looks very feminine. A transsexual that she says, like, if you wouldn't know that this person, it would be hard to tell, I guess you could say, that this person is a guy, right? This person was a guy. And she said anti-imperial. She said anti. She said anti. I don't understand why it is that a guy, because she was saying that the transsexual was saying how guys like her, the transsexual, but these same guys don't like other guys. They weren't gay. And she was like, well, I don't understand. Like, if you like somebody with a penis, doesn't that make you gay? And I was like, well, and we were going back and forth in the DM, and her DMs were starting to get kind of long. So after a while, or like sometimes, because, as I've told you guys before, I get 25, 30 DMs every day. So I try to go and answer everybody's DMs every single day. You know what I mean? And so sometimes to get through it quicker, I'll do voice. I'll talk into the phone and record my response like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I was doing with her. She was typing, but I would talk into the phone and record my response to her. And so basically what she was confused about, she was saying that she didn't understand why a man that would mess with a transsexual and therefore like penises, but those same men would not, they would not mess with other men. They were like, no, I would never mess with a man, but I do like transsexuals. And so I was like, well, I don't know. First thing I said to her, I said, well, I don't know. So I said, but give me like 30 seconds. Let me think about it. And so I took like 20, 30 seconds before I got back on to respond. And I thought about it like this, and I might be wrong. Like I said, I might be dead wrong, right? I might be wrong, and this, you guys might hate what I'm about to say, but I think that for me, and this is my personal opinion. So I put like I said, every time I think about something, I put myself in their shoes. Cortland Ryan, the beautiful Cortland Ryan, what's going on, beautiful? Every time I put myself in, I try to put myself in somebody else's shoes, and I try to look at everything through an educational spotlight, an educational mind frame. And so kind of what I came up with is this. If I was the type of individual who, let's say I like transsexuals, but let's say if I didn't like men, I would probably think about it like this, because me, Omar, Dogg, Anti-Imperial, the chill, right? What's going on, Joey Rocks? I see you. It's all good. I'm doing good. Cortland Ryan, always good to see you, beautiful. But me, I don't just, and this is reality. This is not part of that scenario. This is in reality. Me personally, I just don't like hair on bodies. Like, I just don't like that. Like this right here is driving me insane right now. It's driving me insane. I feel it. What's going on, Beatrice? How you doing, sister? But I just don't like hair on bodies, right? Also, me, Old Dog, Anti-Imperial, the Chill Omar, me as a human, I like things that smell good, just from a humanity aspect. From a humanity aspect, not woman, man, but just from a humanity aspect. Now, if you take that, right? Now, let's put into the equation that I like penises, right? Let's say I like penises, okay? Boom. I'm attracted to penises. I like penises. I like penises, but at the same time, I still have inside of myself that humanity aspect of, I like very clean things. I like things that smell very well, and I don't like hair. Got that? Now, when you bunch all of that together, even though there are men that smell good, that are clean shaven and everything like that, but just from a humanity aspect, if you look at a woman, there are many more women, just percentage wise in the world, there are many more women who are clean shaven, who smell good, right? Who, you know, who are very clean, all right? So clean shaven, smell good. Let's put those two. Now, if you take that, transsexuals are also clean shaven for the most part, right? They smell good. A lot of themselves carry themselves very, very feminine like women. So just like a woman and how a woman carries themselves and holds themselves, they smell a lot better than men in a larger percentage. And I know what some of you saying right now, some of you men are like, man, don't be hating on the men. Some men smell good. I do. I take care of myself, right? So I try to smell good and I try to look good and be clean and stuff like that, except for today. But I'm gonna get rid of that, boy. Since we done here, I'm getting rid of that. But yes, there are men that do that. But as far as the percentage goes, okay, the absolute value, okay, the percentage comparison, women and more feminine individuals, exactly, I've been called a metrosexual for many, many, many years in my life. But women and individuals that are more feminine, you guys, they smell better and more clean shit. All you have to do is think about this. Think about like think about a teenage boy and think about a teenage girl. Walk into a teenage boy's room, like a high school teenage boy. You'll have like cheese doodles over there. You'll have like empty cans of Monster energy drinks sitting on his dresser next to the PlayStation or the Xbox that he hasn't taken to the kitchen yet, right? You'll have like an empty bag of Doritos or something like that, okay? Yeah, Interstellar Trap. So this part right here doesn't bother me, right? But this part, like this here, this part bothers me. I gotta clean that off. But this part right here, it just doesn't bother me. It just doesn't bother me. But all of my body, though, and when I mean like I don't like hair, I mean like on my body. All of my body, I don't have hair. Okay, I don't have hair on my body like that. I keep it shaved and neatly tight down there, and you know what I'm saying. So I take care of myself when it comes to that, and that's what I'm talking about. Because I'm thinking about like laying in bed with somebody and things like that. I don't like to have the person have hair. I just don't like hair. I don't like to have the feeling of hair. I just don't like that. So that's what I mean. But it's all good. But being that's the case, you guys, and like I was saying, you walk into a teenager boy's room, you see all of that empty Monster energy drink cans and bottles and you know, potato chip wrappers and candy wrappers and stuff. But walk into a teenage female's bedroom, I mean, man, a lot of them have like, pink sheets and beautiful, and they have like the different colored lighting and things like that, and things like that or whatever. So it's all good. But some guys have told me that it's weird because it makes them like seem like it's a kid because I like to be smooth. No. Well, I don't know. That's them. That's not me. I like women to be smooth and clean shaven and things like that. So that's just me. But so just that example of the teenage boy room to the teenage female room, you see the kind of example I'm trying to make with the whole like cleanliness and smelling good and things are good, right? Like when you walk into, if you think about like a high school and you walk into like the boys' locker room, woo! Walk into the girls' locker room. It might be a little whoo just because, but it's not as bad as the boys' locker room. The boys' locker room always smell worse than the girls' locker room. So that's how I am, right? So being that's the case, now getting back to the scenario, I like penises. Let's say I like penises in the scenario, right? So I like penises, right? If I like penises and I'm attracted to penises, and men have penises and transsexuals have penises, but I also like clean cut bodies. I also like more better smelling aspects of a human body. And transsexuals are more feminine and they probably smell a lot better than a regular man, be it gay or straight a lot of times. Even though I know like there's a lot of gay men who are feminine, or there's a lot of straight men who are metrosexuals, as Simply Shelly just put, right? Simply _ Shelly _ she recently said metrosexuals who are also, they smell good and things like that, right? But, and this is what I explained to the young lady when I was on the DM with her. I said, well, maybe it's, for me, it would be that. If I was attracted to penises, I would probably mess with a transsexual before I would mess with a straight up gay guy, because I'm attracted to the more femininity of the aspect of the human being, but I still like penises. So the most feminine that I could get with a penis for me would be a transsexual. And therefore, I would probably mess with transsexuals, but not necessarily gay guys. I wouldn't be attracted to gay guys, but I would be attracted to transsexuals, if that makes sense. And I explained that to her, and she said, you know what? She was like, I never thought about it like that, and nobody's ever broken it down to me like that, but that makes a lot of sense, she said. And so, I don't know, people. I don't know. I'm just guessing, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Sauce and Toby. What's going on? It's all good. But that's what I would think. I don't know. I've never talked to anybody of course I've talked to a lot of people who are gay, transsexual, bisexual, heterosexual, doesn't even matter. But I've never asked anybody that question. It's a good question. Why would guys be attracted to transsexuals over gay guys if they like penises? Everything that I just explained would be my personal reason why I would be. But I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But I thought I would bring that up to you guys because I never thought about it. She said it was a good question. She said, and I gave a good answer because she never thought about it. She said it was something that she always wondered about, because she is, she's engulfed in the gay, the LGBTQ community. She's involved in that community. She does a lot in that community as far as fighting for freedom. And fighting for freedom, what I mean is by like equal rights and things like that for the LGBTQ community. So she's really good, and she's really a significant aspect, and a significant individual in that community. So out in California, she lives in LA. So shout out to her, man. She watches my Instagram lives. She watches my Instagram lives, so she'll see this when I upload this on YouTube. She watches all of them on YouTube, and she watches when, after we're done here, they're saved to the Instagram story at the top, and she always watches those when she can't make it on here with us. So shout out to her, man. I hope that helps answer her question. I answered it for her already. But I thought that was interesting, and I would bring that to you guys. Interstellar Traveler says, I have been attracted to a transsexual before, for a few reasons, LOL. It's all good. Look, man, I've always, I think, considered myself more of a, what they call sapiosexual. Is that what it's called? Which means that you're attracted to a person for who they are, and not because of they have to be a man or a woman or transsexual or by whatever it is. I've always been attracted to somebody, because of their mind. I've always been attracted to people because of, how they are, how they think about things, how they view things. Those things have always been really, really important to me. Because you have different type of sexualities, right? I have a diversity outspoken episode we're going to do about that one day. So I have my notes here. So like a demisexual, right? A demisexual means that that you're attracted to their emotion. That's right. You're absolutely right. Sapiosexual is attracted to intelligence, which is what I know I am. That's why it's in my mind. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Interstellar Traveler. Sapiosexual means you're attracted to somebody because of their intelligence. And I realized that I was that 100%. I realized that I was that 100% a long time ago. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm definitely attracted to people because of their intelligence, right? Because of their intelligence. So I definitely am a sapiosexual, and I am also a demisexual, and that's when you're attracted to somebody because there's an emotional attraction. Definitely for me is an intelligence first, and then the emotional attraction also follows. So definitely sapiosexual is the number one thing with me. I am that wholeheartedly through and through. My beautiful Cortland Ryan says, I would prefer my gay guy be trimmed well. I prefer my women to be smooth. Hey, Cortland, me and you are here, my brother. Me and you are here. Gotta be trimmed. Gotta be trimmed. Definitely. Interstellar Traveler, me and you are the same. Sapio and Demi, and we are the same. Sapiosexual definitely is my number one. Man. So look, you guys. Love you guys. You guys know it. Trying to keep you guys too long. Next time we will get back to our tips to success. Make sure you tune in next time, people. Make sure you tune in next time. We'll be going over some great tips to success about how to be successful and how to build a strong foundation for consistent success. Consistent success is the key. I don't want to give you guys a whole bunch of all these quick to do, try to come up type of things. And oh man, don't worry about that. We're going to build consistent success, people, that last again and again and again. The rotation of consistency is what we're going to build together. So next time we'll get back to tips to success. We'll do part 2 next time. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm about to go shave, people. I'm about to go shave up a little bit. Oh, the rest of me is good. Trust me, I'm good. For the rest of me is good. I took care. I'm good down there. I'm good. We're good. But I'm not good right here. So we're going to take care of that as soon as I get off here, for sure. Make sure you guys are seeing those Asian Eloquence posts, you guys. Asian Eloquence, my song is out right now. Make sure you see those posts. Make sure you guys see in my story. If you guys look at my story, you'll see a whole bunch of things. You guys are too funny, Toya Shanique. You guys are too funny, Beautiful Jewel, Interstellar Traveler. You guys are too much. I love all of you so much. In my story, you'll see May I Can I. I'm breaking down lyrics from May I Can I. Daily historical posts, you guys. Make sure you guys see that. If you guys are bored, I post those every day. Instagram at _Imperial, YouTube Imperial, just Anti-Imperial with a space in between. Easiest way to subscribe to my YouTube, go to my Instagram bio page. And when you get to my Instagram bio page, my IG bio page, we all get that one link in our IG bio page, our Instagram bio page. We all get that one link. My one link is always going to be my latest video. You click that link, my YouTube video will come up. It's a YouTube video, and therefore the subscribe button will be right there. And click the subscribe button, it will be there. In My Mind will be a new series that I will be starting, you guys. It will be randomly. I explained that in the beginning of this Diversity Outspoken episode. But this is Diversity Outspoken. We talk about a diverse range of topics, which means we talk about anything. That's why we call it diversity. And it's outspoken because we are outspoken or straight to the point about everything that we want to do, you guys. We don't pull any punches. All I ask is that you guys respect one another, which you guys did tonight. That's all I ask. It's my only rule. That is the only golden rule that Dogg Anti-Imperial the Chill has, is to respect one another. And I appreciate that, you guys. Dogg Anti-Imperial Chill. That is my artist name. That is 3 names. Dogg, he's kind of like the funny, crazy, sexually explicit guy. Anti-Imperial, he is the center because he is more of who I am. He's all about history and politics, social issues, education, uplifting, and things like that. And the Chill is the hopeless romantic, always willing and able to fall in love. You guys take care. I love you guys. What's going on, Luna, Glinda? How you doing? It's all good. We're about to get out of here, but we're glad you could join us before we left. You guys take care. I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful start of the week. Take care, you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Peace. Peace. Bye.